any university, any programs, they will not really teach you how to do business. They will teach you how to learn. And that's what I think I received from the College of Business. That helped me tremendously. To identify the right opportunity at the right time, that's actually, I believe, the secret for most of the successful people. I'm the chairman and president of NutriBand Inc. We're a NASDAQ company trading under the symbol NTRB. A regular fentanyl patch right now, the most effective painkiller that there is very effective for the pain, extremely dangerous. It's easily abused. There is a lot of accidents. FDA acknowledged the problem in 2014, so it became very difficult to prescribe those painkillers. So coming with a product that will be extremely difficult to abuse and misuse, and that will avoid the accidents. We had some analytical reports already done, and they expect us to have revenues of over $200 million within the first years of being with the product on the market. However, if FDA would make it mandatory for everybody to use our technology and the protection on the painkillers, our revenues would go to over $100 million a year.
My name is Gareth Sheridan. I'm CEO of NutriBand and co-founder with Sergei. I was introduced to Sergei in 2015, where we discussed a concept I'd come up with for a company, and then we took that concept and together we grew it into what NutriBand is today, which is a company on the brink of hopefully saving thousands of lives a year while also making big returns for our shareholders. The kind of startup story with NutriBand is interesting because I had tried to do it in Ireland for a number of years myself. Now, Ireland's obviously a much smaller market, and then really you get to a point where you just have to start opening the doors and speaking to people about it. And my lucky connection with Sergei actually came by coincidence through a mutual friend. And had the conversations, and I was telling him about what we're doing, and Sergei's mind immediately just went big. He just said, no, if we're going to do it, let's do it, and let's set a roadmap to get there. It was a lucky situation on my part to be introduced to a partner that you can dream big with, and I think that's really what built the company into the situation it's in today.
The exchange was created for the sole purpose of engaging students and bringing in alumni, community leaders, faculty to share the different industries, experiences, career paths for our students. Sergei exemplifies all of that. I think he's one of the most humble people I've met. He does not put the attention on himself. When alumni sit there, I think it's helping the next generation business knights not only just be successful, but it's showing that you always have time to share to the next generation. And I think students are always going to ask, how do you do this work-life balance? And I think Sergei did it perfectly. Family always came first. Everything else came second, and I think he's successful both professionally and in his personal life as well.
I graduated with Master's in Applied Economics, Master's degree in Applied Economics in 1998. I really cherished my time that I spent at UCF. That's why I met my future wife. I met her actually 3 days after I landed in Orlando at our first international students meeting. 2 years ago, in 1994, in August, we had 30 years since we met, and we had a beautiful picnic by the lake. We have fairly young kids. My son is 15, my daughter is 11. And I remember when first was my son, when he was born, and completely changed my life. And we've been waiting for such a long time to have a kid. And my daughter was such a beautiful bonus because we never thought we were gonna have a second one.
He's a family man first. That's extremely important to him. You know, our company hit 100 million in value last year, and I might as well have went over his head. He was the exact same person the next day. Family first, everything else comes second.
So at any point in time, there is a target that you put in front of yourself, whether it's a target where you go and climb a mountain or successfully complete a project. If you have a target, that's a motivation in itself.